Hi, everyone. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Bonnie. Sorry, finishing my last bite there. How are y'all doing tonight? I see 8 in the chat. Well, it's coming up. It's coming up. There it is. Okay, here we go. Hi, everyone. I'm going to make sure I have my other laptop up so I can read comments and see where everyone is at tonight. How are you all? I'm freezing. It is cold here. It was 18 degrees about an hour ago, so it is awfully chilly here. Finishing your pumpkin pie. Awesome. Hi, Deanne. How are you tonight? So here we are, second night of Christmas, second day of Christmas, 11 days till Christmas, however we want to say it. Here we are. Hi, Cindy. Um, so this is my normal Tuesday night. So hopefully we'll have a few more people jumping in later on, and just see how we're going. So we'll give it a little bit for people to get in the room. I know Paula is on her way. She messaged me a little bit earlier. She was in an accident. So she's okay, but she's on her way. So she's been a little delayed. Hi, Sherry. So everybody keep her in your thoughts and prayers. I'm sure she will tell us all about it when she gets here. But she wanted to let me know since we count on her and we care about her, we wanted to know what was going on. So here's Sandy. Yeah, it's no fun, especially this time of year. It's frustrating to have to deal with something like that because it takes up your time and your energy and your frustration. So, hello, Andrea. Welcome. Windy there. It's I think we're past the wind. Now we're just waiting for it to warm back up again a little bit. So, and hopefully there's Mom in the chat. Hi, Mom. Hopefully it'll get in the 40s or 50s again. That would be spectacular because it was awfully chilly today. So, hi, let's see. I said Lindsay, right? I always want your name to have extra Z's in it instead of Y's. I don't know why. When I go and search you in my emails, I always put extra Z's and it doesn't come up. I'm like, why not? Because I'm spelling it wrong. So, yeah. Hey, there's Eric. Oh, wonderful. Yes. Tell us how wonderfully hot and humid it is down there in Florida, would you not? And so second day of my 12 days of Christmas sale. So we're just gonna kind of just go over it to see so everybody is up to speed. Hi, Kathy. There's Geneva. Hi, Geneva. I am keeping open boxes, which started last night until the 23rd. They will be invoiced as we go along. I am trying not to invoice under $10 because the fees that PayPal puts on it, it just, eats into it significantly if it's under $10. So if I can combine them along the way, just know that they'll be coming eventually, especially if you have a lower claim purchase amount earlier. So I did get all the cookie cutters invoiced and put in the spreadsheet. And I also got the stuff done from Paul and I sale on Sunday. So I am all caught up, which is awesome. Hi, Mitch. How are you? Mitch, I thought about you this morning as I looked at my bin of cookie cutters, but I did not have time today because we had our Christmas, Benton Christmas get together and lunch. There's Miss Paula. Everybody give Miss Paula hugs. How are you? Tell us all about it. All I did was tell him you had an accident. So you can let us know. We knew you're a little waylaid. So good to have you here, especially after that. So thank you. I quickly got stuff put in this morning before I had to pick up people for our sale and our get together, our meal. And then tonight after I got home, or I delivered everybody back home, I delivered Mom, and there actually wasn't any booze there this time. Sometimes people make a rum cake and heavy on the rum, but it wasn't there this time. Right. Well, we wouldn't want to miss you either. So make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure everything is, what you need to do for you. So we want you to be happy and healthy as well. So, let's see, open boxes. So I did invoicing, open boxes. So there will be a shipping invoice at the end of the 12 days, which will basically come out after Christmas, probably a couple days after Christmas when they have spend some time with for the holidays and get back to it after that. And then I'm in Colorado, where it's very chilly right now. So I ship out of Colorado Springs. If you are new to my channel, this is my email where you need to send me your information. I need your name, your YouTube name, your PayPal email, and your zip code, because PayPal has your shipping address in it. So all I need is your zip code basically for doing a shipping estimate at the end of it. So I betcha you're going to be even more sore tomorrow. Ugh. Okay, we can send Jeff out. He's becoming a expert at repairing bumpers and such. Can zip tie it or duct tape it on for you. Right? Yeah. And be careful with that whiplash in the back situation. So we only got here in Colorado Springs, we basically just got a dusting. Further north in Monument, she said they got about 3 inches. And I think Barb said in Parker, which is the south end of Denver, they got like 3 or 4 inches. So we didn't get a whole bunch here, just chilly. Most of it was up in the mountains. So that's right. That'd be funny. So tonight I have for you, I have first dibs out of the booth that was going out of business at my vendor mall. So I spent about 2 hours on Saturday morning going through her. I think I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 booths this lady had, and she's in assisted living now, and her family is downsizing all of her booths and getting it taken care of and out of the vendor malls. So they are down to 90% off and selling all the showcases and such. Tornadoes. Oh no, that's no fun. So I picked some good stuff from those booths and her booths, multiple booths. And I have one box right here. The only thing I didn't bring in was the dishes that I got. So everything else is in this box. And I'm going to sneeze, of course. So oh, always a strange one. Yep. So let's see, 34 people. Most of these items will probably be offer ups tonight. And Miss Paula, if you're feeling up to it, are you willing to mod in the chat for that? And if not, maybe one of my other ladies that has been backup, like Sandy or Geneva or someone else, can help us out as we go along. Thank you, Bonnie. Appreciate it. Welcome. Right? We need to have one of those big giant bubbles. We can bring some bubble wrap down, Paula. Bubble wrap your bumper and put it back on. So wonderful. At least give you a little distraction, if nothing else tonight, right, Paula? Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate the offer as well. So am I missing anything? Does anybody have any other questions? Let me know. When I do offer ups, that's basically like an auction style where I give you a starting price, and we go until everyone who is offering on the item is out. Everyone has a chance. I don't do just in case, and I don't do like a sniping situation. I'd rather everybody have a chance to tell us whether you're in or out. Kind of evens out the playing field for internet quickness and weather related issues and stuff like that. So I keep feeling like I'm gonna sneeze again. Excuse me. I was gonna put my fun earrings back on and I forgot to. I guess I'll wear them tomorrow night. So if anybody has questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. Please feel free to chat and chat in the chat, because it's always fun to be able to be able to connect with everybody and say hello and be super friendly and all that good stuff in the chat. So that's not a problem. Yeah, it's things happen, but wow. It's never a convenient time, right? Never. So I'm going to pull a couple things out of the box. Yes, that's what I was saying, Mitch, was I have a bin to go through, but I need an empty box to dump from one to the other. And I thought about you this morning, but I knew I just didn't have time before our Christmas thing. So, yeah, that's a good question. Was the guy okay? He wasn't, incapacitated or anything, was he? He just made an error and ran into you, hopefully. Made a bad choice. So let's see. I'm gonna pull out a couple items. Good grief. I'm sorry, guys. And oh yeah, we talked about a few of these things the other day. A couple of them are Scandinavian kind of stuff, so I'll go ahead and offer them up to you all. So and we'll go from there. Are you all ready to start? We give everybody giving the thumbs up and all the things and the stuffs. Oh fun, Sandy. I'm not. I just all of a sudden, I don't know if it's the vent was on for the heater. And then I tried to talk and it just didn't work out well. So without further ado, Mom can tell you about a few of those kind of situations too. I think we've all run into something, unfortunately. So, okay, I'm going to get this one all opened up so we can see it and turn everything the right direction. She had all sorts of different kinds of stuff in her booth. She had antiques, some really vintage stuff. She had a booth that had like a lot of kitchenware, lots of 80s things. It was all over the place. So, but she had the prices. Her prices were from the early 80s and the 70s, and some of them were just way out of like what things were going for nowadays. So I think that's Andy. I think that's why she had so much stuff in her booth. I'm sorry. I do find that funny. I mean, nobody wants to do that. Hopefully you weren't going too fast and it didn't cause too much damage. And Midge, so right here, I have my little note. Midge wants a snowflake. Still right here on the edge of my desk, so I have not forgot about you. Oh my goodness. Hopefully you weren't going too quickly, because that could cause a lot of damage. We tease our friend John Walk about running into deer, because I think he hit 3 deer in like the span of about 6 months. We're like, you need to pay much more attention or we're going to get you deer whistles for Christmas. So, right? And that's it. Oh, man. Yeah, how do you know how much he weighed? Okay. So, lots of the stuff I was thinking of for obviously bringing to YouTube, some of it to go in my booth, different places like that I would do my selling. So I want to be able to start them out at good prices for you all, and you guys know that there are some good values, so take it away and go from there. This is the first thing I have. It's a little children's tea set. The whole box is about, oh my goodness, it totaled a Suburban. That's a heavy car too. 7.5 by 4.5 is the size of the box. Oh my goodness. Right? It was a moving violation. Is that Beth? I don't know what her name is, Ma. She was an older, I don't think so. So I'll take this out of the container. This mini tea set will start it at $8. So here's a tray. It says, I love you. It's a porcelain set. I'm assuming it's made in China, but I don't think it has, oh, it does have a thing on it. It says made in Taiwan, so it's a little bit older. It has two little teacups. Let's see if we can get it all up on here. It has the teapot. Has two little plates and a creamer and a sugar. Okay, get in here now. Here it is. There's all the little pieces. So they're all, this is tiny, like, I would say it's bigger than miniature, like like if you're going by scale, because this is a pretty big creamer to put on, say, a miniature house. But it's smaller than like the dollhouse stuff. It's pretty tiny. The tray that holds everything, it's just about 3.5 inches across. But it all has the little graphics of the I love you with the heart and like an arrow through it. I love hearts. That's one of the reasons why I picked it up. I thought it was pretty cute. Oh, well. That's good. Probably good you were in the Suburban. Because otherwise, it might, would have been really bad. So, yes, that's another thing, Kathy. There should be an influx of, the mall gives first dibs to current vendors to move around. And then after that, once those things change around and everybody rearranges, then they'll start down their waiting list. So that's kind of strange because I know Jeff's sister had a deer that was hit once in her yard, and as long as you notified the wildlife department about it, you could harvest the meat as long as you had somewhere, that you could take it to. So, well, that was probably a wise thing to ask. Okay. Well, yeah, it's probably whoever's property the cow was. True. Let's put that back in there. There is the little set. Hello there, Mary, 365 Vintage. Welcome. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to day 2. Round 2. Ding, ding, ding. Next round. So, that was the first choice out of that booth. I'll try and keep it organized here. This is one I picked up because of the Swedish Scandinavian designs. It is basically like a wheat heart, a double heart. This I would normally sell at my Scandinavian show. They'd start about $10 to $15 depending on the size. This one is pretty big. It's a little over 13 inches, but it's lightweight, and they're fun for decor and or Christmas time. And we could start that one here. We can start it at $6. No, Denise, tonight we are doing what I picked from the vendor who was closing for 9 booths at my vendor mall, the dealer. And it is what across? I should have told you that. 10 inches across. That's what Steven told me to do. He's like, you should make it go with the song. And I'm like, that might take a little bit too much brain power for me. So I decided to just, go with what I've done in the past and just pick a theme for each night. So this is the second offering out of that booth. I'm gonna just set it to the side while I pull something else out to unwrap. I didn't unwrap it or anything. I'm just bringing it directly to you guys for first dibs. All right, so Mary, tonight we're doing it as offers, starting as all offers. So it is a $6 offer. And if she's the only one that's in, we can count it down for her there, Paula. And this piece that I unwrapped, I have to find the matching coordinating pieces to it. Thank you, Sandy. Just so we have it in the comments so we can go back. Let's see. So got it. Well, that'll be interesting to, I want to not lose the sticker for that one. Let's see. I think we can manage this. There we go. All right. Neat. Thank you, Mary. And we're going to, as we go along, put people's names in for the drawing tonight. So, everybody that makes a purchase, their name goes in to the bucket. I am doing 2 giveaways a day. It's so loud. Is it that loud to you guys? And then all my purchasers' names are going in the drawing at the end of the 12 days for a grand prize drawing of free shipping for your 12 days of Christmas boxes. So, okay. Kicked me off. We're here. I'm still here. The Wi-Fi just totally kicked me off. That was crazy. So, it's a clown alert just in case anyone needs to look away. This is a vintage item, and I'm not sure how old it is, honestly. I'd like to start him at, I think we should start him about $20. This is a 5-piece set. He's a clown. I'm going to show you him all together, and then I'm going to show you his individual pieces. So this would be the ashtray where all the ashes would go in to collect. Some of his carnival finish, you can see here, is a little bit worn off, but he's got that marigold kind of color carnival right there. Yeah, it's probably the weather. And then it has 3 stacking ashtrays that look like his collar. So there's one in blue, the little indent. There is the yellow. And there is the pink. And then the top is his face with, I would assume, where you would put out your cigarettes. And it is marked, oh, we gotta get the cheaters out. There it is, made in Japan. I had it upside down. No wonder I couldn't read it. Made in Japan. So that pretty much dates. We're gonna do this all night. This is not gonna be fun. Hey, Jeff, it keeps kicking me off the Wi-Fi. Can you take other things off the Wi-Fi for me? Take my tablet off. It should still show me the chat, so that'll be okay. But I don't want to keep freezing all night. I'm already cold. He is 6 inches tall and about 3 inches wide. Just a really neat piece. I mean, I don't like smoking stuff necessarily. I don't collect it, but it just crosses over to clowns and the vintage, the era. Um, and the graphics on this are amazing. Okay, Paula, I see you at 20. Hi, Edward. How are you doing tonight? Other than it looks like he's yelling, his face is beautiful. Those eyes are gorgeous. Has a little tassel that's turned over to the side on his hat. And it's just a really cute display piece, especially with that luster on the orange there. Oh, Edward's in at 21. Thank you, Kristen. I looked at him and I was like, well, but he's just that unique because I'm guessing too you would have been maybe for a card table because then maybe it might have had at one time another ashtray to have four then for a card table for playing cards. So it would be a nice compact way to have that at a card table. And it is also marked on the base, made in Japan. Let's see, none of the ashtrays are marked on the bottom. So, all right, Paula is in at 22. Sandy is taking over for Miss Paula to be in. Just gonna set it to the side. Edward, would you like to be in at 23 or higher? Let me know whether you're in or out. I'm going to pull the next thing out of the box here. And we'll see what we got. There's so much tape on some of these things. It's just kind of crazy. Edward's at 23. Paula's at 2. And tape everywhere. Paula's at 25. I am going to double check my Wi-Fi here one more time. Oh. No, it just keeps popping me off. How strange is that? Okay, we'll just let it be. We might have a few blips, but that's okay. We'll just roll with it. So we have Paula, 25. I know. I was frozen because I was looking at the Wi-Fi, and I'm just going to leave it alone. It does what it does, and that'll be it. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. So I'm always on my cell service regardless. Just the Wi-Fi seems to hold a little better signal. So, and we are sold to Paula. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Edward, for your offers. Right? Well, you could try. That would be a way to do it. Okay. So next up, I try and pick these little kid size rolling pins up because I like them for my Scandinavian shows to go with like my Lefse rolling pins, if anybody knows what that is. So I have a choice between the two. This one somebody converted into like a little hook for hanging, I don't know, utensils or keys or anything you want, but it's a nice little rolling pin. That's the size. So it will be a choice, and we can start at $5. And then this is the other choice. It's just a plain rolling pin, and it is a little bit bigger and a little bit longer. So the one with the hooks is 7 inches long, and the one without is almost 9 inches. So there they are right next to each other. one of the things that they've done in a lot of the Scandinavian shops is they take these little rolling pins and they cut down one side so it sits flat, and then put a little oh, what would be the word? A groove in it so you can like set up a recipe card holder. So I picked these up. I think they're great for kids too, for baking or helping make cookies or learning how to make lefse, that kind of thing. So yeah, this one is 7 inches, and they put a little like a cotton twisted cord on it to hang it up. Ooh, and we're not going to focus. No. There we are. And this one is almost 9 inches. So again, you guys get first dibs. They'll go in my Scandinavian box if they do not sell here. We have 50 people in the chat. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Welcome. You're more than welcome to chat. Thanks for being here. And I was going to check and see how many thumbs up we have so far. We have 22 thumbs up. We might need a few more of those as we go. That would be awesome, guys. And anybody that's new to me, please make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and that you touch the bell icon, and that will notify you whenever I go live, especially since I will be going live for these 12 days in a row right before Christmas. Yes, the recipe holder idea is pretty cool. And yes, you could make an ornament out of these as well. Oh, pot holders. That would be clever too. Yes, out of the linen bins. Hi, Laura, and welcome, Marilyn. I don't know. It's a little late. What, 9:30, 10:30 down there in Florida? I don't know where he went. Maybe he's just lurking. An earring? That would be a little bit much for me. A little bit too heavy for my tastes. So, all right, we'll move on to the next item. Okay, come on. The amount of tape, which is awesome because half of the labels were popping off because so many things had been in her booth for so long. I'm trying to take off the tags so you guys can see the whole item versus having a chunk of it covered up. So, oh my goodness. Didn't anticipate this one being such a challenge. This is a pewter ewer or vase pitcher. It is made in Norway. It is marked Norsk tin pewter right there. Inherent to pewter, it has some denting in it because it is such a soft metal. But these will normally go at my show probably for around 18 to 25. Because this one has a little bit of damage, I would probably put it around 18. But I can start it here for you guys at $12. It has a textured, just got one more little piece of tape, just driving me crazy. It just has a textured design that's got 3 bands of it. Otherwise, it's just that nice shiny. You can see a little bit of those dents in it. But I don't know if this might be a little bit harder to reach something in and push it out, but the bowls and stuff usually have a little bit of give to them, and you can push them out and reshape them even with your hands. It does have a little bit of a wonk to the pitcher spout, but again, I don't find this stuff very much, and a lot of it is in Norway, they don't want it anymore because it's from the 70s. But a lot of it came here as souvenirs or was given as gifts, wedding gifts and such. So people use it as a display. It would be great in with some swung bases. It's very mid-mod, but it's got a cute little design. So I try and pick up the Scandinavian pewter whenever I can find it. I enjoy it. Let's see. I like the ones with the designs that come in. There's like panels. So there's like a little square that has like a Viking ship or somebody riding a fjord horse. There's one that's like a wedding party theme. So you see like the bride and groom and then the other people in the party and stuff like that. walking behind him. So, yeah. Oh, I see Isabel in. Sorry. That must have popped right up at the. It scrolled right up. There isn't any other interest. We can start counting this down. And yeah, good idea, Paula. You probably will need that just for the aches and pains, for being sore. All right, Isabella. Isabel. Are you an Isabella? Just out of curiosity. My niece is an Isabella. Going twice. And I will get that other piece of tape off there and clean that up for you as well. Thank you so much. I'll wait for it to be sold. There we go. Last call sold. Just Isabel. Okay. Now we'll put your name in our drawing for tonight for the giveaways. Excuse me. Okay. These are really fun. I got these because they reminded me of the earrings I had in high school. They are definitely 80s retro vintage earrings. They are real peacock feathers, and they are beaded with those like carnival iridized seed beads, barrel beads, and those little oval ones at the end. I wore these in high school. Tons. I love them. We can start these at start them at $8. They are a 3.5-inch drop from the top of the hook. They have beautiful coloring to the feathers, and then the iridized or carnival look of the beads really do help set it off. There's a little seed beads, and then there's that 1/2-inch one, and then the oval at the end. Lucinda, Paula was in an accident earlier today, so she can tell you all about it. We have Deanne in at 10. I looked at them and I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta get those. So it looks like one wants to turn. One wants to turn the wrong direction, so it might need to have a little twist to the finding, because this one wants to go, there you go, would look a little, yeah, it'll be facing out the side. But I'm not going to twist them around because some of those vintage findings will pop right off if they are spun, but they can be fixed up really easily. Paula's playing Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, the flying reindeer. Yep. Paula, I think here's the thing is I think I have a pair upstairs, mine upstairs still. So we had Patsy in at 13 and Deanne back in at 14. Yeah. Well, hopefully she didn't hit the. Well, Nancy, I would too. I agree. I understand that. Oh, that's a good suggestion too, Laura. Okay, Patsy's in at 16. I'm going to write feather earrings. I will know to pick these up again if I ever see them. Oh, good. Good, Paula. Deanne's at 18. Oh, wow, Sandy. I only have 2 on each side. And I took out the ones because they were bugging me because it was so cold that it makes my ears feel chilly with the metal in. And I forgot to put them back on before I got here tonight. But I'll put them in tomorrow. We'll have festive earrings tomorrow, all around. Oh, Lucinda. Yeah. Those concussions are tough. My daughter Caitlin has had to deal with a concussion from her her sophomore year of college, and she graduated a year and a half ago almost now. And she took 5 years to graduate from college. Wow, guys. They do have concussion specialists. Have you ever looked into that, Lucinda? She went to a concussion specialist doctor and then on to a concussion specialist eye optical doctor as well. Thank you, Deanne. So we have Patsy in at 24. We can count it down. And Patsy, if you weren't here last night, this is my second day of my 12 days of Christmas, and I am holding open boxes because I will be on for 12 days in a row through the 23rd of December for anybody who hasn't heard yet. And I am going to be doing the shipping at the end, which will be a separate invoice after Christmas. And I will invoice items as we go along. So, all right, last call. We are sold. Thank you, Patsy. Your name goes in the drawing. Wow, ladies, that is awesome. Thank you so much. A vintage Christmas tree? There's no Christmas tree in the box. I do not believe. So, knockdowns. Wow, that's crazy. I've seen people like they have those crazy videos where somebody stood up into a ceiling fan. I just can't watch that. Yeah, that's something else. The brain is an amazing organ, and it's truly interesting what they can do to help all those things. It was amazing to me how the eye doctor knew exactly what my daughter was talking about, and I'm like, what do you mean? That question doesn't make sense to me at all. And she would just answer him like she knew exactly what he meant. So I see that, Nancy. I don't recall, honestly. Yes, there's a little bit. So this majority of her stuff had been in her booth for quite some time because she has gone into assisted living. So it didn't have very much holiday items in it. So all right, here's the next choice. I'm trying to show it. There she is. She is like a mini, what would they call that in Barbie world? She would be called a Kelly-sized doll. She looks to me to be like a little Hawaiian hula girl, excuse me. And she's in like this triangle shaped box. It says costumed and hand decorated. Dolls in miniature for girls of all ages. And somebody had claimed this and put their name on it and then crossed that out. Something, oh, out of Pueblo, Colorado. That's just south of me here. So this is, and we can start this at $8. Mini doll collector series, and it is made in Hong Kong. So that gives us an age, probably 70s to 80s. Scottish dolls. I do not believe so. But I can put that on my list of what you're looking for, Mary. Let's see. 365 vintage. Looking for Scottish doll. There are a few things like I come across because I'm always looking for sweaters and jewelry and stuff in the Scandinavian. And there's a lot of times I see made in Scotland or made in Ireland, and I pass them up because they're just outside what I'm looking for. But if I know other people are looking for, oh, it's upside down. I just saw it. 99 cents or 66 cents. Which way? There we go. FL 66 cents was the original price on this little gal. And she is wearing shoes down in there. And that is her original little cellophane cover. So I'm not familiar or seeing any sort of a brand name. It does say copyright Gold Fair Novelty Company right there. So, I mean, she could be another country. It just reminded me of a little hula girl, and it could be all sorts of different countries, I suppose. So, oh yeah, I have seen some in the past. Like I have picked up some. There's one. This is so weird. There's a gift shop in Kansas, in Hayes, Kansas, and they have a lot of stuff from Scotland and Ireland. So that would be someplace I could be on the lookout for it, because we go there through Kansas quite a bit. This is going to be a choice. I can't lose my voice on day 2. Good grief. Hi, B Avenue. How are you doing tonight? Welcome. Thanks for joining us. There you go. Oh, there you go, Sandy. It's called, Mom would probably know it. If you look up antiques in Hayes, Kansas, it'll come right up. This will be a choice. I can take these out if they're going to be too glary. They are Shrinky Dink made Barbie earring sets. So they have the Barbie logo and then a Barbie doll in assorted outfits. I believe these were handcrafted. And we can start these at $5 choice, please, Paula. Let's see. Of course, I try and open the one that's taped shut first. All right, here we go. I'm pretty sure that somebody handmade these. So there's the word Barbie. And then here's her dress. Unless they made a kit, I don't know. I guess that would be possible too, where they had it. They had the outlines for you to do, and then you just colored them in, and then did all the shrinky dinking yourself at home. They are about a 2-inch drop. So that's the red dress choice. Hi, Carol. How are you doing tonight? Right. Well, in Hayes, they have a college in Hayes. They have a really good antique store right off the interstate at Hayes. This is the black dress choice. Look at her face. They must have been a color in the shapes kind of thing, because these are pretty accurate. I can't imagine somebody free-handed these designs. And we only got a little bit. We basically got just about a dusting. Did you get much up there in Denver area? Oh, that they had a kit? That would make sense. Yep. And this is the swimming suit style one. But I just thought they were too cute. And even, I mean, if nothing else, it's a vintage craft that was done, and a good way to show, you know, your love of your collectibles in the Barbie world, or even doll world altogether. So, oh, good. Just wind. That can be awful. So, no, thank you. I don't want the snow and ice. That's the thing. They were telling us we had to have it, and I don't want it. This is our 4th snow since summertime, since fall, and I'm not. It's just going to be more later on. And once we get to February and March, we'll get lots more. So we have Paula at 5. And Car, pop in. Hi, Car. How are you doing tonight, honey? 6 inches. Yuck. Oh, yes, you could. You could separate them out and make a necklace pendant out of them. For sure. You totally could. So let's see. Sandy, are you willing to count this down for Paula for me? She's in at 5. Yeah, it was, I think what they were talking about for Colorado was that like the plains was going to have much more problems with it because of the winds blowing it around, and the visibility was going to be poor. So, but Kari saying hi to everybody in the chat. Sandy's got going once. You can be going twice. And Paula, you can then tell us what you think about your choices. Miss Paula. Kari's been in some really fun art shows. She's going to be in another one this weekend. And she's been showing a lot of the miniature, the small art show. Excuse me, that she was in up in Greeley was really cool. And one of her pieces of art was in the news program about it, like the little local thing going on, and a piece of Kari's art was sitting out there on the table for it. It was really fun to watch. So all three, she says. Thank you, Miss Paula. I will put them back in their bags so we don't lose any of them. And you are already in the drawing, so that is awesome. Yeah, Nancy, she's got some fun stuff. I was going to ask her how that went. I don't even know if she gets to know, you know, how the weekend sales go until later when the show closes. So, one of my questions. Hi, Vintage Gates. Good to see you this evening. Thanks for coming. Okay. I believe this next item is German, but it is not marked. Let's see, what did she have it marked as? I can't read her tag. Of course. And she has it marked as German, but there's no marking on it. I will clean up the tag there. But look, this little boy on the snail, and it comes with a saucer with a little tiny green rim around the edge of it. I just thought the graphics on this were so cute. So very much a Demitasse size cup. We can start this at, let's start this at 10. The cup is just under 2.5 inches, and the saucer is about 4.5 inches across. I mean, I'm drawn to the pixies, the Nessa, the little fairies, and that's very much what he reminded me of, riding on the snail. And the graphic on it is just amazing. It's on a nice white china there. Oh. Weather, silly weather. Tell MJ and Carol where and when your show is. Our Colorado people. Oh, Kristen is in the chat too, Card. Kristen Ruby is in, I believe, the Denver area. Sorry if I'm giving away all the secrets, everybody. I was just trying to rally our Colorado crew. If you're interested in going to any art shows, I know Kari's got a few going on, so. And awesome. So we have Laura in at 10. Thank you, Laura. There's Leanne. Welcome back, Leanne. Good to see you again. Well, it's always kind of fun because YouTube is so nebulous, and to be able to actually in person go to some of the shows where some of the people are going to be is actually really fun to meet up with people. So I've been able to meet in person with Glowy Girl. And I know Kari's met up with MJ for dropping stuff off and saving some shipping. So it's really exciting to be able to meet you guys in person. So we can count this one down, which Paula is doing. Thank you. Right. Here we go. Got last call. I believe we are sold to Laura. Oh, I should put cup and saucer. Thank you, Laura. Put your name in the drawing. That's what my plan was. I had a plan, so I didn't duplicate, because once you're in, you're in. Just going to leave them out. So that would be the easy way to know whether you're in the drawing or not. Uh-oh, what's happening there? What did I miss? Oh, wow, Nancy. Yes. Oh, well, prayers are certainly sending on thoughts and love your way, Nancy. We totally understand that. So it is hard when everybody's kind of in that same place, but everybody then understands what you're going through and can certainly empathize with you for sure. Hi, Vivian. Welcome. Good to see you again. Okay, I picked up a pixie in this booth, guys. His face is a little bit faded, but he is sitting there touching his toes. He is a little guy. I am not familiar enough with who made each one of these. All I know is if I find a pixie at a good price, I pick him up. There is no marking on him. He's all green. The only thing I'm seeing is like where his glaze, where he was sitting when he was glazed. That's yeah, that's even glazed over, that little notch right there. So his face is just faded with sun and time. And you'd be able to see it better if it weren't my face. So I'm going to pass on a good deal, and I'm going to start him at $10. He is 2¼ inches tall, and his feet are almost 3 inches wide. So he is just a little guy. Yeah. That's right. Good to see everybody again. That's what's kind of fun about doing multiple sales in a row, is I get to see everybody over and over again and have a whole bunch of fun chats, and we all get to know each other a little bit better. So, and things like with Nancy, we get to support people through what they're going through. And Paula, you know, everybody's got stuff going on. It's not like it all stops when we do this stuff. So there's always something going on. So totally here to support you guys as well. Yeah, it'll hit you all different times for sure. It's hard. So, but we're also here to help distract you, have a conversation, see what's going on with everybody else, and go from there. So I was thinking about coming up, Kari, too, and getting all the information from you, but I don't know, depending on what else is going on, if I'm able to. So, all right. Got a great discussion going on in the chat. And I have Carol in at 10 on this little pixie. And if there's no other interest, Paul is already counting him down, so that's awesome. I love these guys. I can't explain to you why I like them. They are just adorable. They put them into just cute little antic poses, and who would have been able to dream up the creativity that they did with these? So it's amazing. I know, I love pixies. I have a few. Eventually, well, that's a Viking over. Speaking of which, Steven messaged me today. He's like, are these those pixie things you guys pick up? Yes, they are. And he got some more. Yes, I did read your Tomty story, Car. That's really cool. I like how you incorporated that with your dollar horse. It's really fun. So the Tomty is the name for the gnome, or in the Swedish culture. Nessa is a Norwegian. Just little nuances between the cultures. Thank you, Carol. I'm going to put your name in the chat. In the drawing. Apparently, I'm tireder than I thought. I went to bed fairly quickly last night. That wasn't too bad. So, all right. Let's see. I almost kind of forgotten what I purchased. So this guy, I'll show it to you, but he is not for sale. I picked him up for Yvonne. Yvonne has a Hagar or Royal Hagar collection and or department going in her booth. So I picked this green hat planter up for her. It's got the Hagar sticker on it. So I thought that was kind of cool. And she had some difficulties her own this weekend. I believe she had a water heater go out. So at least it wasn't her furnace with the cold temperatures. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that shape before. Okay, this is the other pixie guy I found. I went back around and looked the second time. I have seen this one several times. I probably own it. Yeah, I have him sitting over. I think I have him sitting over there. But he is a planter. Yeah, I kind of threw her off. But we can start this one at, let's start it at $12. It's a little bit bigger. 6 inches across by 5.5 inches tall, about 2.5 inches deep. He's got a little flower for a hat. So that's his little pixie hat. And he's sitting all sassy on this little boot. And look at the detail on the boot. Beautiful green color. And he's got, I think, I would call it shades of purple here and here. It's really not a, it looks a little more burgundy, but it's a little more purpley, burgundy to purpley kind of colorway. Kari will tell you it's a whole different color. Eggplant, I'm not sure. It is marked. It is Shawnee USA pottery. It has one little itty bitty right there on his toe that doesn't have glaze on it, right there. But other than that, he is fantastic. Got his hand on his hip. It must be all the talking. Calling it eggplant color. All right, Claire. And I like the boot itself. I would be happy with a planter just with this little boot, elf-shaped boot on it. So I know. Paula and Carol and Laura. All right. You guys battle it out. Let me know when you're out. It's a really nice mark. And it says US. You see it's like inverted right there versus the Shawnee USA is a 3D like out embossed. And this one is into the, it's not USA. It says 765, which looks like a US, but it's not. It's 765. It's probably the mold number. I would do a whole sale of just pixies, but then I would run out of my whole pixie supply. Do I have more of the green pixie figurines? Probably. Tell you what, depending on how much time we have for doing the stuff from the booth, we can go from there. And if there is there a certain shape or I guess position that you're looking for, let me know how they're standing or whatever. Stance. Carol is out. Laura is out. Wonderful. Thank you guys. So we have Paula in. And looks like is everybody out so we can call it down. Because I just don't pass pixies up. Pixies, gnomes, elves, trolls, I just don't pass them up because I like them and they have to live with me for a little while. So I'm surprised these guys are being able to go, you know, a stance is a better question. Yeah, that's questionable too, huh? I'm surprised I'm look how good I am. I'm letting them go immediately. So let's see. Bring those guys over. We can show these later and go from there or something like that. Thank you, Miss Paula. Thank you everyone for your interest on that planter. Oh, I did get some glass too. She had a lot more pottery and ceramics than she did glass, but I found a few pieces hiding. Oh, look, this tape is everywhere. This one is a little toothpick holder. It has the holly and berries pattern in the band in the middle there. It has a beaded design on each side of it. It also has the beaded design at the top. It kind of looks like an urn shape. We can start this at $5. It is a blue to a white kind of slag. It could be a heat sensitive. It kind of looks like how it is versus it being really a swirled slag. Let me see. I'm not seeing any opalescence or fire to the glass itself. I'm just gonna check it just for make sure. And it does not, well, that's odd. I'd say it does not glow, but it's got like a couple dots. Must have had something left over in the glass. You really can't see it. It has like one pin dot on the bottom. Might be some white glass, but it is not marked. In the past, I have identified these because I have collected them in several colors. But no, Sandy, you're not weird for not liking pixies. It's okay. That's more for the rest of us. It's not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. But I do not recall who made this one, unfortunately. It's one of those things where I've seen it, I remember it, and it's just gone again. So, yeah. I mean, we all like different stuff. That's the beauty of collecting. There's a collector out there for everything. There is an item out there for everyone. And I mean, there are a lot of things that a lot of people like, but then there's other things that like nobody, well, not, they're not highly, say that. There's not as many people who collect them. So then it's easier for you to pick them up, which is awesome. So, but we have, no, it's not acro. I do know that because acro has a mark on it and mom collects acro. So that one I recognize right off. I would say probably something like, I don't know, Westmoreland, Imperial, or even before that. I have a toothpick collector's pattern book, and I could maybe look it up and I can send it with it so you know what it is. Well, that's it too, you know? Sometimes we just kind of have to find what we really, really love. And you have to collect a bunch of things to find out. So, oh, neat. That's cool. It's really fun because you're able to, you know where it came from. So we have Patsy in at 5 and we can count this one down. Well, when my kids were younger, one of the things I did collect were toothpicks because they were less expensive and I could pick up a couple of them every time we went to a show. And I could, you know, I could collect things and do something with that. So there was a time where I wasn't always able to collect the things I really, really loved. But then there are other times that I have been able to collect things along the way that I thought were pretty. So, you know, there's all different ways to have a collectible. It's not acro though, Mom. Definitely not. So thank you, Patsy. Appreciate it. And you are in my drawing already. This is the other piece of glass I found. It is a paperweight. It's an egg shape. Kind of has the frit on the outside in a, I would say a dark gray color, and then that yellow color because the core is clear. I don't know if you can see that. It's really hard to see, but the base is a clear glass. And the color that you're seeing is on the outside of the egg. We can start this at $7. It is 2.5 inches tall and almost 2 inches at the widest point. I do not see a signature on it now that I've Put my fingerprints all over the bottom of it. It is a ground and polished bottom though. So they did do that to make it nice and clear. And I do not know, no glow. I got this great new black light and I had hopes for it, but it does not glow. All right, Laura, see you soon. Okay, Mom, but I have others in that toothpick, in that shape and in that style and in that pattern, just different colors. So, and I'm 99% sure it's not acro. How's that? So, and the Minahunes, I don't know what those are. That you might have to explain to me more, Kristen, because I'm not familiar with that one. That one, or I have to go look that one up. Unless I'm totally mispronouncing it, which is entirely possible. Make myself a note to go look for that one. Okay. No one is interested in this little egg. I will move on to the next thing. Perfect. This came together, so I will sell it to you guys together. This is much more vintage. A little dusty in there. Boy, it's got a lot of stickers and tape on it. Gotta get it all so you can see the design. All right, that's pretty close. It is an egg cup. Has the chicken or the chick, and it was painted at one time. So this is just a residue from the sticker that I'm trying to get off so you guys can see the cup itself. It has been painted the green, the orange on his feet, the yellow of the chick with the black or brown highlights. And it came with this little fuzzy chick inside it. So, oh, Mom's going to take the egg. Paula's counting us down. Okay, thank you. Oh, yay. Here we go. Speaking of trolls, we got one. It's more likely a bot, but you know, no worries. Everybody can report it. The more that report it, the more YouTube sees it. Maybe. So I don't even think they'd be able to keep these things from happening. But you know, technology is wonderful, isn't it? I don't know. For this one, the chicken had to come first for the egg to sit in it, for sure. So, all right, I got you, Ma. Did I tell you a start price on that? Finding the egg, putting a name on it. And I know I collect trolls too. I love trolls. Put Mom in the drawing. Perfect. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, they're the Hawaiian pixies. I see. Got it. Okay. Yeah, we went pew pew pew. Got the bots. Not a problem. So this chicken egg cup. Oh, there's one more up there. The start will be let's do $10. We'll get rid of that one. And I don't see any more, I don't think. There we go. There we go. Got the bots. Thank you, Bonnie. We were so fast, Paula. And Denise, we got them really fast. Yep, I got you, Ma. I got you written down. There you are. And you're in the drawing. So we have Carol in on this little chicken egg cup. I believe this is probably got some age to it. All I will be doing would be putting a little piece of wet paper towel over the rest of that sticker to get that off, because I don't want to soak any more of this paint off. And so that's what it looks like. I don't know. It doesn't have any fire to the melt glass, so that's okay, Paula. We got you tonight. And this looks like one of those little fuzzball pom-pom style chicks, little plastic feet. He's really kind of cute. So we have Carol and Patsy in on this guy. Carol's at 14. So I'm gonna put chick egg cup. That should cover all the bases. I almost didn't get him because of the loss of paint, but I think also the loss of paint also shows us the age of this item. Even though it's not perfect, it for sure tells us like it's seen a few things. That's all right, Vivian. We got a little bit more in the box, and then we'll see where we're at tonight. Patsy's in at 16. Yes, they're one of our ladies that comes to the gala at Kansas City for the Fenton convention. She is also part of a milk glass collectors club, and this probably falls under that category. So there's one I've seen that is like a basket of chicks with one little chick sticking out on top of the lid of the basket. It's really cute. It's a much smaller piece. It's about that big versus like that really big one with a pile of eggs and the chick hatching out of the top. So, oh wow. Yeah, that's cool. Some of the milk glass stuff goes way back. If nothing else, the molds go way back versus depending on who made it throughout the years for sure. So, all right, we have Carol at 17. And let's see. There's that. There's a big one. Okay. We're doing good, guys. This little one I'll show you guys, but I'm gonna keep him for myself. I know. I have Viking ships that are like little salt vessels, and this is a little salt spoon, like itty bitty. And I'm missing a couple spoons, so I thought that was really fun to be able to put a salt spoon in one of my salt dips. All right, Carol is out. Patsy is in at 18. Thank you so much. Paula's counting us down. There. And once, going twice, last call. Patsy is already in the drawing. Wonderful. And we are sold. Has anybody seen Helen in the chat tonight? I know we were channeling her last night. I told her I found a couple things, and here's one of them that remind me of Miss Helen. This is packing tape together. Now, this is probably an antique. Do I know anything about it other than it's cool? No. Okay, thank you, Paula. I think it might be German. I don't know. It's going to have a little bit higher start price on it because at Antique Show, I would probably have it around $80 to $100. It is a Kewpie vintage metal chocolate mold. Well, hello, Patrick. Thanks for joining us tonight. Oh, she has a show tonight. All right, no worries. That's the thing with doing multiple days in a row. So that's the front of him. And there's his backside. He doesn't have any wings. And here's what he looks like from the inside, which is kind of odd seeing it backwards. It's almost an illusion. So for you guys here, I would start him at $60. It has numbers on it, 236 right here. And then it says 209 on this side. And then on this edge, it says 5982. So I don't know if that refers to maybe some of the, you know, each part of the mold being numbered. And then they usually would have clamps that were look kind of like a fancy paper clip to hold it shut for putting the chocolate in. And it's got little divots, like these are outies and these are innies for it to match up and go together. But he is just, I mean, the detail is amazing. So I see somebody is interested. I saw somebody was in there, but let me measure it for you. He's about 7.5 inches tall and about 4 inches wide and just about 2.5 inches deep. So 2.5 inches deep, 4 inches this way, and 7.5 this way. No, Patsy, I was able to shop one of the vendors who is going out of the vendor mall. She had 8 or 9 booths. She has gone on to assisted living, and her family is liquidating her booths. So they let the vendors come in early to shop before they opened it to the public. And I spent about 2 hours poking around in all the booths to try and find some good deals and some interesting items. And I'm bringing them here to you guys first on YouTube before I put them in a show or at my booth. So thank you, Sandy. I appreciate it. I mean, he is adorable. Let's see. Carol is in at 60. What I don't know is like what country made these. I don't know if it's US. I don't know if it's German. She had a lot of German items in her booth. So it is likely that that might be as well. But Paula, we have Carol art is in at 60. So, oh, no, Paula is going to jump it up to 70. Thank you, Paula. So yeah, yesterday I told everybody that I found 2 Kewpie items that reminded me of Miss Helen. Thank you, Sandy. You are on it tonight as well. I appreciate your assistance. I try and bring you things that I enjoy looking at, things that I think are neat. So it is kind of like my viewpoint of different collectibles. I mean, there's obviously, she had 8 or 9 booths full, that there was more than enough stuff to choose from, but it's just stuff that spoke to me that I liked. So she just had him taped shut with that wide packing tape. I know she's a minimalist, but I thought she would enjoy seeing him. So I just thought he was so cute. I'm going to bring him up close. There's his face. He's got that little tuft of hair. Hands are on his belly. Got a belly button. It's even got the details of his toes. All right, you guys decide where we're going to be at on this guy. Is that a mark? Nope, not a mark. So here's the bottom, so it sits flat for doing the mold, and then the divots in and out for putting the mold together. More of the detail on the back side and more of his hair. Again, there's numbers on both sides of the mold, 1 on the back and 2 on the front. And I think it's almost an optical illusion looking at him. I see it. Oh, wow. It's the weirdest thing. He pops the other direction for me. And look, and you'll see him now. He's going to be 3D out. How crazy is that? They did a really neat job on the detail of that. Thank you, Sandy, for counting it down. Oh, well, that's interesting, Denise. I mean, I can understand getting them and putting them as a placeholder until you put what you have in them, and we are sold. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Paula. Thank you, Carol. Thank you for both for your offers. Okay. Right there. So the other Pixie item is another miniature tea set. Let's see. It does not have a tray though. And we can start this one at $8. Like I said, the tape is just unreal. It was probably because there were a few of her tags that were starting to just pop off. So I'm guessing at some point they just started to tape them down because they were going off everywhere. Good night, Mary. Thanks for joining us. So this is the little teapot, and that is the graphic on it. It is a Kewpie over an ice cream sundae, and he is eating that. He's eating ice cream. So there's two little cups. This is a little bit bigger than the first one I showed you. Here are the two plates. Oops. Let's turn them the right way. And they look like a decal in the light. I'm pretty sure they are a decal. They're not painted on. And it says on the back, I know I had these here, 1987, B. Shackman and Company, New York, made in Taiwan. So the made in Taiwan also gives us that 1980s era date. Two cups, two plates, the teapot with the lid. These are a little bit bigger. They remind me of a size like for playing with a doll, like a 8 to 10 inch doll. That reminds me about that size. So trying to get it up there without spilling the lid off. And it's that little Kewpie that was eating all the ice cream that we saw in the postcards, Paula, the other night. All right, and we have Anita in at 10. Paula was in at 8. And here is the size reference of the cups on the little plates. They are not saucers. They don't have a ring. And again, the sugar and creamer. Now those could be earrings. Those would be super cute. Even the teacups. Those could be earring size. All right. Paula's in at 12. I'm just going to hold this guy up and write my note. Kewpie. I want to keep calling him Pixies for some reason. Tea set. And right, they would be kind of fun. Even those other ones that say I love you, those little cups would be so tiny and super cute as earrings. Sandy, we had Paula at 12, but then we were back and forth again. 14 and 16. And Anita is out. And we'll be counting it down. Thank you, Sandy. I'm going to tape on this lid because it scares me. I feel like it will run away from us. Tape on the teapot lid and the sugar lid. Just like that. We have tape all over it again. All right. This aside while she finishes counting it down. Paula's in the drawing already. Thank you. Mom, are you still awake? Are you still in the chat? And we are sold. Thank you so much. Ooh, sounded terrible. I was going to see if Mom answered me in the chat. Now, this little tin basket was a gift basket. So it originally had like a grouping of Little Miss Pixie gifts. I'm assuming it was some sort of little girl sundries in it. I have had one of these before in a different shape. I believe the person I sold it to is in the chat. So, hi, Delaney, welcome. Good to see you again. This one we can start at started at $10. It has really great graphics, and then it has this little, I don't know, maybe it was like a tea set. Maybe it was doll. It reminds me like a little rattle kind of accessory for a doll or a baby. And has butterflies and flowers. So when I saw it, and I know I've had it before, I thought this was fantastic to get this again. It is a rectangular basket. It does not have, trying to think, I don't remember seeing, oh, here it is, very tiny. Let's see what it says on it. It says container made in the US of A. So this basket was made in the USA. And both of these handles are hinged and can go flat around the edge. It is approximately 6.5 by 4. And with the handles standing straight up, it makes it 4 inches tall. It's about this big. Okay, Ma, thank you. Yes, I think it was either a toy basket or it had maybe one of like a little teapot set or accessories in it or doll accessories in it. Something like that. Glowy Girl, Carol is in at 13. So, Ma, I have a question for you. Would you be upset if I put up a children's egg beater tonight, or do you want me to save it for you? Lucinda is in at 14. It is a little bit worn on the inside edge, like the kid, I'm assuming, used it, but the coloring on the outside is amazing. See, like it's a little bit silver right around that rolled edge. But no, none of the other graphics are scratched off like that. There's a little bit of wear, like where the handle went up and down. This is just sticker residue that I would need to pull off for you. So we have Lucinda in at 14 and Carol is out. And oh boy, come the trolls again. And we can count that down, please. I'm going to report these guys as we go. Let's see how fast we can do that. Yeah, I'm sure you all want to go find love, but sorry. Got to stick with me a little longer. Okay, there we go. Maybe they'll go away for a little while. Okay, Pixie. Basket. Thank you, Lucinda. We're at 14, last call. And we are sold. Thank you so much. And you will go in the drawing, Lucinda. Wonderful. Let's see, did Mom? Thank you, Laura. Mom, did you answer my question by chance? I know you said you're here. Okay, I have, oh, I forgot this one. This one's already out over here. Let's do this one. This one is Christmassy. They are holiday, like icicle drops. Thank you, Sandy. All right, sounds good, Mom. Thanks for letting me ask Mom for first dibs, guys. So the box that these are in are really kind of smashed up. So what I'm thinking is we can spread them around a little bit and Well, what do you, I guess we'll see. You guys let me know. She had these marked as German glass holiday decorations in a box. Now, where she got German from, I do not know because it is not marked on the package anywhere. This plastic is basically all, it's brittle and breaking apart and has been smashed a few different directions. So my thought was either I could sell them individually because there are 6, or we could put them up as the group. If anyone has a preference to that, let me know. I'm going to hold them up. They probably need a little wash because they're looking a little dusty to me, even inside the plastic. But they're like a water drop or an icicle. Well, thank you, Laura, because this is what I've always wanted to do, is go shopping and bring it and send it to the homes where it's supposed to go. So you want to do it as a group? If anybody else has a opinion, let me know. So they are little over 4 inches, say 4¼ inches of the glass. I wonder if they, oh yeah, they totally make stuff go backwards. Oh, they're so dirty. How did they get that dirty inside the box? I'm gonna try and wipe this one off and see if we can see it a little bit better. Well, if it were cleaner, you could probably see me upside down in it. And they are glass, yes. Yes. Yeah, glass with a ribbon hook, hanger, decoration. So I figured if we were doing individually, I would probably do like $3 each. So let's see, 3 times 6 is 18. So we could start the group at 12. We want to start the whole box at $12. What is my theme tonight, Veronica? It is items that I got from one of the vendors at my vendor mall that was going out of business. So all sorts of things that I got from her booth. Now, I don't see anything written on the box. And as a matter of fact, I believe those are an angel. Yep, that's like an angels and stars printed on the box. So they are dusty. They would need to be cleaned. Yeah, I see nothing on the box. There's that side. There's that side. Third side. And the last side. And then again, this is what the bottom looks like. So, ooh-wee. Trying to hold it without falling off and flipping y'all off. So the only reason why I say they might be German is because that's what she wrote on the tag. And like I said, she did have a lot of German items in her booth. These are a little bit stiff. It's not a very soft, it's not a cottony or a, it's almost a paper thin ribbon. And it has a little eye right there that they're through. And then it goes down to like a little water drop. Reminds me of an icicle, but I suppose you could do all sorts of holidays with these. They definitely need to be freshened up. But they are fresh from the vendor mall. So you guys got first dibs. Yep, 4 inches right here and just about an inch across right here. Now these would be some earrings. How about that? Those would be heavy. And they are cool. I can, yes, definitely. Oh, look at it, change color. They are definitely glass, not acrylic, because I can feel a temperature change while I'm holding them. Thank you, Paula. I like to bring you guys different stuff, and I'm glad that you like what I picked, so it's kind of fun. This box may have been repurposed for these. I don't know, because the shape of that insert is definitely not the exact shape of these ornaments. Nope, they're not spoons. They're like a water drop or an icicle. They're ornaments that are glass. So we're doing the box of glass ornaments. And let's see. So Carol is out. I'm assuming we're counting it down. Last call. Oh, wow. I hadn't seen anything. I mean, I've seen other icicles like it, but I'd not seen like the big drop like this before. So, yeah, so cool. Thank you so much, everyone. I have you down for that, Patsy. I will, I'm probably not going to wash these. I will probably just tape the lid on so none of them fall out, and I will let you clean as you see fit for that. Thank you, everybody, for their bids. I appreciate it so much. And Patsy's already in the drawing, so that's awesome. There we go. Okay. I have this little guy. These are children's utensils. This is an egg beater. This is one of the things I know my mom loves. That's why I asked her quick first. She was, you know, moms get first dibs. That's just how it goes. And it is a wood handle that's painted blue and white. And then the rest is all metal. Has a turn crank right here. So these usually run anywhere, depending on the size and the condition, I would say from about $18 to $35. I will start this guy tonight at $14 for you guys, please. It is just a little one. Now, I wouldn't wear this as an earring because that could be dangerous. 5 3/4 inches long. And then it's under 2 inches each direction. So with this sticking out, it's almost 2 inches, but then, you know, the blades rotate, so it changes. It's under 2 inches each direction. Let me see if I can read this for you also. It says made in USA, and then in a diamond shape, it says A&J, patent October 9th, 1923. If I can get that to focus for you. So made in the USA on that side. There's the diamond that says A&J, and then patent October 9th, 1923. So the patent for this children's one was obtained then. So it was probably made, you know, after that, obviously. So it might not be as old as the patent is saying. But it's in good condition. There's no rust in the gears. They're not bent or twisted. And it operates nicely. This would go great with those cookie cutters for a baker or someone like that for a tree or a wreath. It'd be really cute. So we've had Vivian and Carol going back and forth here. Yes, it is a lot of work, these hand mixers are. I agree. We'll try and see if I can get that up to speed for us. Thank you, Paula. Yes, usually because it's a wooden handle, and if kids were using them and they get thrown in the water, and then the paint always chips off because it's been soaking in water, and the wood absorbs the water and pops off the paint, blah, blah, blah. We all know that. So it's really cute though. And it's a clever design. You can see how the beaters, here we're gonna go this way, how the beaters offset each other. It always amazes me how they have figured out these little devices to work. So nope, I didn't make very many mud pies. All right, so the kids beater. It's a kid. The children's egg beater. And we have last call. We have Carol in. And we are sold. Thank you so much, Carol. And you are in the drawing already. We got that taken care of. Perfect. So it looks like I have 3 items left from the booth to finish going through. I know. Yeah, you have to choose your words wisely around here, right? Now this is a pin, a brooch, a pin, whatever. I'm going to be doing some jewelry later on in the week, but since this is from her booth, it needed to come tonight. So there you go, Lucinda. And then they can go in Patsy's egg cup like that too. This is a sterling pin, I believe. Trying to see where the mark is. I'm not seeing it, but I'll bring it up to you. It's a very Art Deco design. This woman with her flowy dress, and looks like she's got to be little because she is in the flowers and the woods. Yep. And I don't see any mark on the backside. And it also has the safety rollover on this side right here to keep it locked on. So I can start this at $12. I don't know if I can help put it on with this behind it. See if that helps show it a little bit better. It's very Art Deco to me. I'm trying to focus on what it is. Maybe, oh, there she is. She's facing this way with the flower then behind her head. So I don't know if she is a pixie or a fairy or anything. No, I don't think so. I think it's just the flower. It's like a tiger lily almost. And it's just right behind her head here. See if we can get it to focus for us. Wants my eye. You can see her hair flowing behind her, like her dress. It's quite dainty. It's almost a filigree look to it. Especially with the swooping leaves at the bottom that she's standing on. The detail of her foot, you can see her heel and her toe sticking out here behind the dress. Or is that no? Nope, that's just her dress. Not a toe. Hi, Fiona. How are you doing tonight? This is 1 3/4 inches tall and 1.5 inches wide. And I'm going to put silver pin. We have Fiona in at 22. Delaney's back in at 23. See right through it. It'd be pretty on a scarf because all the colors, or your blazer lapel, it'll show the colors off nicely behind it as well. Doesn't cover it up. You see, there we go. You guys know what you're looking at. I just know it was pretty and decided this is definitely something you would like. So I don't know if I can show you anything else on the back that helps with identification. It was marked on her tag as sterling, but I don't see any marks on it, so I cannot confirm that. But it's a very nice size. And let's see. Where are we at? Carol was in at 28. Delaney was at 29. I saw her right before Fiona's 29. Carol is out. Delaney at 30. I am on a delay right now. Get some more to drink for a second, guys. All right, Fiona's cheering you guys on. Oh, it's gonna make a mess. Dribble. There we go. All right. Thank you, everyone, for your interest on that item. I knew she was pretty. I'm glad you liked her so much. So we are sold to, are we sold to Delaney at 30? Wonderful. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, everyone. And Delaney, I will put your name in the drawing for tonight. It's a way better way to do it. After I did that last night where I had to go back through and look at people's names, I know there's got to be a better way to do this. Okay. This is also one of the really neat pieces I picked up. It is a tray, a glass tray that is blue, but I believe it's painted blue. It's got the color on each side of it. So it's like clear glass. I don't know if it'll focus without my face. And it has these acrylic bars on each side. It's like a dresser tray. Yes, that's a good question, Sandy. Let's all have a moment and take a sip. It'll help with the lag. Make sure you're in live chat. Make sure you're up to date right here on your screen. There's a little dot that says live. Well, that was wrong. I don't think so, Bonnie. I believe it is one of the older. So whatever this logo is, which is going to be hard to show you because of the glare. Let me try and get it. There she is. Ooh, you should see everything on my desk over here. See, there's that lady with the hound inside a circle, which I think this is like a silver, it's either silver applique or I don't know what would be the exact word for that. And the sticker is gone. It popped off. It was up here, but when I read it, it said something along the lines of one of the perfume companies. I think it's Greek. It's entirely possible. And then so my understanding was this was the dresser tray to put the perfume bottles on for the dresser set. Now she had this marked way up, but I believe because it's blue and it's glass and it goes with the perfume, depending on where that perfume came about, I think it looks very like a 30s or kind of style to me, a little art deco-y too. It's going to be really hard for you guys to see. Wow, you can see my cabinet. See that cabinet right there? That's on the other wall. That's funny. It's almost like a mirror. At the show, I would probably put about $75 to $90 on this. It is approximately 12 inches by 9 inches. It is a good size. So for you guys, I would start it at 60. I believe these are just some pot metal of some sort. They don't feel like they're really heavy duty weight at all, but there is no corrosion on them. And then there's a fancy thing right here. And then the feet that are on the back, the rubber is definitely an older rubber and it is hardened. So that also tells me there's some age to it. So there is this one, you can see there's just a little tiny crack at the top of the, see if I can pull that in. And the foot, you can see almost the rubber is starting to crack. So that shows us that there's some age to it. I know there was a name Yeah, something. This is glass, but it is, I believe it is the colors applied to it. It is because you can see that, well, it has a beveled edge. I'm trying to see if I can show you. The light through it, it's not like the color isn't all the way through the glass. The color is on the outside, on each side of the glass. My quick understanding is that it coordinates with this perfume company, so they probably made perfume and powder and things like that, so that this would be the fancy thing for your dressing table to set off the glass. If that's it, I would think that this lady with the dog would be part of their logo or their design. So I did not like Google Lens that picture before I came on. I just knew it was a neat piece. So, and then these bars are definitely an acrylic or a plastic of some sort, but they have that blue color through and through. At least that's what it looks like there. You can't tell. The ends are capped, so you can't tell if it is all the way through. So, brush Art Deco. Okay. This will be where me not looking things up will be able for you guys to feel, basically. So, 1920s chalkware piece of her, so it might be associated with perfume also. Okay. Well, she does look like that minimalist. Oh, the glare. How about the ceiling? You can see my plates. There. Can you see her now? Like it almost looks like Roman or ancient Greek as well, because she's got like a bow too. So yeah. Okay, Sandy, sounds good. Thank you. All right, well, we have Carolyn at 60. I know this is a big ask, but bringing you guys some deals and you're all getting first dibs. So I love that I love that somebody loves it. So again, 12 by 9 inches, and this is probably 2 pounds. So definitely when we do an open box on this one, you'll be getting a little bit bigger box. But again, it's easily go in a 12 by 12 box and be protected with other items because it's so narrow. It is almost 2 pounds, right on. 1 pound, 15.5 ounces. So, all right, Carol's in at 66. Thank you. Patsy's at 68. Blue dresser tray. T-R-A-Y. I can spell. Doesn't look like it. Looks like a different letter, but it works. Carol's at 70. Yes. Usually the corners are chipped off and they are in really good condition. Can see a little bit right on that edge. Maybe it's on the back. Right here, you can kind of see one little spot where you can see the clear glass a little bit more. But it's pretty neat. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Glad you're back, Sandy. Carol's at 70. And you're all refreshed. Did you get hydrated or unhydrated? That's usually my problem after we sit here for a little while. Excuse me. And all right, Miss Patsy, can you let us know whether you'd like to be in or out? And we'll start counting this one down. And I have one more item from the booth in here, and we are right at 10 o'clock. So Patsy's at 75. Carol is out. Okay. And count it down, please. Oh wow. My tablet is way behind, but boy, that pin sure showed up nice and the details showed up. I'm glad the camera is working so well for that tonight. It's nice that it focuses. And we are sold. Thank you, Miss Patsy. Thank you, Carol. Appreciate both of you. And Patsy, you're in the drawing already. And I'm going to set this over here. Don't knock it off the desk. Okay, my last item is a little bit bigger. This one was kind of fun because it's glass. It is in my wheelhouse. And she had it marked as pink milk glass cake stand. She's saying Martha Stewart. What I don't know is, I believe Mosser poured these because this is their Crown Tuscan cake plate, cake stand, and it has that opalescent firing look to it. So it's when you look through with the light, it fires into the oranges and the yellows. It is an 8-inch plate and it stands about 7.5 inches tall. Right now at Mosser, these go for about $50, give or take. And it's going to be heavier. It will definitely need to not have a lot of breakables around it, but it would fit in a 12 by 12 box easily. And I can start it at $25. So you can see there right on the edge, there is a lip here to the cake stand. And that is where you can kind of see the opalescence in the glass. Mosser calls this color Crown Tuscan. Got that opalescent quality to it. I do not, or have not found a mark on it yet. So we do know that in the 80s and the 90s, Martha Stewart did have a lot of jadeite and different colors poured for her collection by Mosser. So I'm fairly certain that that's who did this one. I have a couple of other stands, but I haven't compared it because I haven't, because I just unwrapped it. So I haven't compared it yet to what I already own. So that was a fun piece. Oh, interesting. That will make a nice display, Patsy. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to put this one aside. And I'm just going to do a quick recap of the things that didn't sell. I have this little miniature I Love You tea set, the platter, 2 cups, 2 plates, creamer sugar, and the teapot. These are itty bitty ones. This was, I believe so, Mom. This was a start, I think, of, it was either 6 or 8, Paula. I don't recall. So it can be a start of $6. I think so, Mom. We had the little mini doll of the world, miniature dolls for girls of all ages. Okay, Vivian. Oh, it was 8? I'm okay with starting it at 6 right now. So that's fine, Paula, but thank you. So this is the I Love You mini tea set. And we'll count it down, please. Oh, wow. That all came through at once, Paula. How strange is that? Thank you, Vivian. I will put your name in the drawing also. Perfect. So the doll of the world, the girl of the world, the dolls of the world, doll, girl. Wow. How many different ways can we say that? She was a start of $6. She has a little like lacy gauze skirt with a pink kind of shoulder, off the shoulder kind of look dress with a little fancy hairpiece, blonde, long hair. Oh, there she is. She was a start of $6. And then these little mini rolling pins were, Paula, I'll let you remind me because you have a better memory than I do. They were a choice mini rolling pin. This one hung with hooks, and this one is just like a kid's size, nice little rolling pin. They were a choice. I want to say 5 or 6. And then I believe we made it through. Yeah, I think they were a choice of 5. Okay. All right. I think that's a great stopping point for tonight. That worked out pretty well. Carol's going to be in at 5. Let's see. This one is 9 inches, so this one was 7 inches. And it's a choice of the one hanging with the hooks or the other children's size one. Oh, Vivian. Okay, where are we at? Vivian, I see you right after the sold. So since we were counting it down quick, Carol gets her choice and she is taking both. Well, so normally I say we open it up because it's not we let everybody have a chance. So we're going to go with that, and I'm going to backtrack on what I just said. So we need to open up the countdown because it all flew through at once for me, Paula. So Vivian is in at 6. And then Carol, can you please let me know if you would like to be in at 7 or not? So on these end ones, I guess we have to count it down a little bit slower because of the lag to make sure that we still have a chance for people to do that. Okay, Carol is out. So Vivian is in at 6. And we'll count it down again. Well, it's so hard with the lag, and I understand, and it's frustrating all the way around for everybody. No matter which way we do it. So, all right. But I think hopefully it'll work out. So, Vivian, you wanted this one, the children's one. And Carol, would you still like this one then as my backup bidder? So I have this one down for Vivian. And Carol, please let me know if you would like to have this one with the hooks. That's a little bit smaller. All right, wonderful. Okay, thank you, everybody. Both of you are already in the drawing, so we got that taken care of. All right, there's that, and put Vivian's name on this one. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you all for your patience. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Let's put everybody's names in for the drawing tonight. I will pick out 2 names, and then you guys get to tell me which which color you want me to pick out. I have a whole bunch still available for our 12 days of Christmas sale. Okay. They're all stuck together. Here's one. Good night, Deanne. Thanks for coming. And here's two. Okay. My first one is Laura Orton. Are you still in the chat, Laura? You can pick pink, yellow, or green, please. Thank you, Lucinda. I have 10 more nights to go. So come on back. We'll be here for a few more nights. Yay, Laura. What would you like? There's different things written on them. Pink, green, or yellow. And then, ooh, let's drop the bucket while we're at it. And then here's my second winner is Carol. You get to pick next. What would you like, Laura? And then you can tell me whether you want it to be a surprise or you want me to let you know what your prize is live on the air. Laura said green. Okay, I'll find you a green one. And Carol says pink. All right, here's your green one. I looked at it. Sorry. Tell me whether you want me to tell everybody or you want it to be a surprise, Laura. I'm going to pick out a pink one. I got a pink one. Laura says live. It is a Chick-fil-A. Oh, where is it? Okay, too many things. I know it's here. I put it in the tub. There it is. The Chick-fil-A gift card. Just for you, Miss Laura. And Carol, you want to be live too? Okay, Carol's pink. So the gifts that I'm giving back to everybody are part of my favorite things. So I have picked out different things that I use a lot or places that I go a lot, things that I find particularly useful. So, and Carol, you get a spatula. These are the best. I know it's silly, but it's always so hard to find a good kitchen utensil that works all the time. And these are from IKEA. They are super reasonably priced and I love them. I use them every day. So it's tried and true, goes through the dishwasher, and I would think you will love it as well. So thank you, everyone. I still have a bucket full of prizes coming up for the next 10 days. I have 2 a day, and everybody's names from today will be going into the big bucket, and that will be for our grand prize drawing at the end of our 12 days, and that will be for free shipping for your 12 Nights of Christmas box. So thank you, everyone, for coming. I so much appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Paula, for hanging in there. It's so funny because it sounds like Spatula City out of VeggieTales. Hope you feel better, Miss Paula. And was it who else was it up there? Anybody who needs hugs tonight, we're just sending them out to you. Know we're thinking of you as well. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you all tomorrow night. Thumbs up on the way out. I so much appreciate it. So I'll see you all soon. Good night.